How does this one feel?
Oh man, it feels great, and really just we want to make this the new norm. You know, not a surprise that we come out here, all phases of the game, play well, dominate the game, and get a win. We want to make that the new normal, and that's what we're building here. So I'm excited for the future. Get us some great momentum going into this offseason. Really just proud of this group. You know, it's not the easiest thing to have a rough year, and you come out here, you know you're not making the playoffs, you know this is your last game, and to see guys just finish and not check out and just get to tomorrow where they can go on their offseason. Everybody wanted to win this game to show what we can do, have a little pride, and it was a great day.
The Jags certainly fought till the end in that final game. Trevor Lawrence completed 23 of 32 passes for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in that one as they defeated the Colts 26-11 to close out the season. Let's welcome in Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence to CBS Sports HQ. Now, Trevor, before we get to the X's and O's, I want to ask about your partnership with Gatorade. Tell us about what you're doing with Gatorade.
Yeah, so we just, did a little collaboration and made my first custom bottle that the team and I helped design. And really cool just to be with a company like Gatorade as a kid. That's a company you always see and honestly never even really dreamed of being with because it's so far away, and then now to be partnered with them and then for them to, do this collaboration with me to make my own bottle. It has, Clemson and Jaguar ties on here. And then it's got a road that's pretty sentimental to me. It symbolizes just that drive every day with my dad to and from practice to games. My dad would go everywhere with me, has been such a big part of my life, my journey, especially in sports, and to have that sentimental piece on here, and I'm sure a lot of other kids can relate to that as well, is really cool. And then you got like the mountains right here, just shows the climb, always striving towards the next goal. So there's a lot of little things on here packed in here. Every little thing is a different meaning, which is really cool. It was fun to design that with Gatorade. They did an awesome job. Luckily, I didn't have to be the one hand designing it. It wouldn't have looked this good, but they crushed it. So it was awesome.
That's pretty special. You have such personalized meanings to all of those designs that go in on that bottle. Why was that so important for you to get done, and really what went into creating that bottle for you?
Yeah, there was a couple of different steps. Obviously it started with just us sitting down and talking about things that from my childhood especially that I could remember that we could put onto this bottle. One, it's like trying to figure out how can it fit on a bottle but still tell a story. So they did a great job of creating that. And then just talking through different things that I like, different designs, and them making different mock-ups and then adjusting from there. And when they brought me the final bottle, I was super impressed with how it turned out, and just a lot of fun. Like I said, it's hard to, as a kid, you never think that you're going to have something like that, and to be able to do it is really awesome.
Yeah, that design, you can see it truly captures the joy that football has brought into your life. And now, speaking of joy, we got a new season coming up, new coaching staff, a fresh start. What are you looking forward to the most in this 2022 season?
I'm just looking forward to really just that new challenge. You have a new season, all the possibilities in front of you. Everyone starts at the bottom. No one has any wins or losses, and just getting that chance to start fresh and really build this thing the right way. I think we've had a great offseason, and we're building towards something special, and just trying to fine tune that every day to be as prepared as you can be when that first game comes, and then getting better every week. I think that's the biggest thing. It's such a long season. You really have to get better every week and peak at the right time. That's a big part of it. So getting the chance to do that, like I said, a fresh start, that record's 0-0. So you get a chance to really start over and build towards something. That's what I'm excited for.
You got a new head coach, of course, in Doug Peterson. How's that interaction been so far? What type of coach would you say he is?
It's been great. Just the way he interacts with the team, the way he leads. I think personality-wise, we're similar. We get along well. Our demeanors are very similar. So I've just enjoyed getting to know him and kind of picking his brain, just seeing how he thinks. And it's been great. Obviously, he played quarterback. He's won a Super Bowl as a player and as a coach. So, he knows how to get there. He knows how to do it. And I think that's really important, having a leader like that. And just the energy he's brought to the building has been awesome. And really building that trust of the team. He's done a great job of.
And you definitely had some weapons added this offseason. How is that looking as far as your offense goes coming up to 2022?
Looks great. You know, all the guys, more so than just ability. Like, yeah, we have a bunch of talented guys that can play, but just the way everybody's gelled together, I think has been really cool to see in the whole receiving room. And then obviously the offense as a whole, all the new guys that we have, the guys that we already had kind of coming together and building something. I think it's been great. We got a lot of guys that are going to help us win some games, but also help lead that locker room when, you know, everything's not always going to go smooth. So having the right people in there is huge. And I think we have that.
Yeah, you have Travis Etienne also getting healthy, James Robinson, you know, hopefully getting healthy as well. What's it going to be like to have just all of your weapons available to you?
It's going to be great. Obviously, we had some tough injuries last year. And, you know, Travis is a guy I've played with now for 3 years in college and been on the same team this past year as well, just to get to play together. And just knowing that dynamic element that he can bring is going to help us a ton, that explosion. And we missed that last year. Then obviously James going down late in the year too really hurt us. So having both those guys back is going to be great for our offense. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just excited to see everything come together.
We're excited to watch it too. Now, we know it was a little bit of a tough go last season, but you learn and you grow from every single experience. So what were some of your biggest takeaways from your rookie year?
Man, I had a lot of takeaways. Obviously, you learn a lot through the good and the bad. You got to always learn and take something out of it so you can get better. But I would just say I think it really taught me how to stay the same every day, to try to be consistent. Obviously, didn't play my best every week, not necessarily about on the field, but just my attitude, my work ethic, all those things, no matter how things are going, just always staying the same. I think it taught me a lot. So when things are going well, or we hit a rough patch, a couple games not playing well, you can bounce back out of that, because I know what it's like to struggle as a rookie. And you know, last year obviously we didn't have a great record, didn't win a ton of games, so I know what that's like. And being able to pull from that experience is really invaluable. You know, it's hard to get that. I mean, obviously you don't want to go through that, but you learn a lot and it makes you better.
Yeah, I'm sure you become so much more mentally strong as well after that season, but it's all looking up from here. Any changes in your preparation this offseason to get you ready for year two?
Yeah, I think just obviously there's things that you don't have to do now that I'm a veteran or a second year player, I should say. Rookies have a lot more things that you have to go through, just the onboarding process. You don't really know the schedule. You're just trying to figure it all out. And it's such a long year from college to training to OTAs and the off-season program and then straight into camp and the season that you don't really have any time to plan anything. So I think now in my second year, I have a good feel for the schedule, really can set up my routine, and feel like I'm really prepared and doing all the little things I need to do to be ready for camp and the season when it comes.
Does your routine still include reading every morning before a game? Are we still going to be doing that?
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do that. And like I said, call my mom before games. I'll still be doing that.
Love it. All right. Keep that routine the same. That's for sure. Trevor, thank you so much for joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. Best of luck this season. We are looking forward to watching you.
I appreciate y'all having me on. Thank y'all.
As we take a look at the 2022 Jacksonville Jaguars schedule, it includes 5 postseason teams from 2021. That's Tennessee, Las Vegas, Dallas, Kansas City, and Philadelphia. As you can see, it's going to be a tough road for them. They're kicking the season off week 1 on September 11th at 1 p.m. against the Washington Commanders.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.